Welcome to This Week in Agriculture, a presentation of the Communications Unit, Ministry of Agriculture. We bring you the week in review for week ending September 27. I'm Christopher Holder. On this week's presentation, we see that Minister Mustafa has been very active, engaging all stakeholders in meetings, sharing with them government's vision for the next 5 years, the programs that will be rolled out, and the expectations of all stakeholders, contractors, engineers, heads of agencies, staff of the various agencies of the Ministry of Agriculture, all being engaged this past week as ministers sought to bring them up to date on what's expected of them, and of course the next 5 years. If we are to believe everything Minister has painted for us, it's going to be an exciting 5 years. So that's the focus of this week's edition of This Week in Agriculture. We will be back after these messages.
The Guyana Rice Development Board is integrating cutting-edge technology in rice farming. With the introduction of drones and GIS mapping, farmers can monitor their crops and make data-driven decisions. Through our Farmers Field School methodology, we provide comprehensive training to ensure farmers maximize the benefits of these technologies. As part of the project, GRDB has trained 8 drone pilots and 12 data analysts. The project was piloted at 9 Farmers Field Schools, with 3 located in Region 6, Crabwood Creek, Yakusari, Blackbush Boulder, and Lancaster, 3 in Region 2, Fairfield, Walton Hall, Henrietta, and 3 in Region 3, Windsor Forest, Good Hope, and Wakenham. To date, over 200 farmers have participated in the pilot areas and an additional 150 outside the pilot areas, with female farmers comprising 15% and young farmers 45%, representing 6% of the total farmers in the country. The Guyana Rice Development Board, pioneering the future of farming. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture. Welcome to the Guyana Fisheries Department, your partner in sustainable fishing and aquaculture development. Whether you're a local fisherman, seafood processor, or an exporter, we're here to help you navigate the waters of the fishing industry. Need to register or license your fishing boat? Simply uplift the registration form from our Legal and Inspectorate unit. Fill it out and submit it. Remember, only Guyanese can apply for artisanal vessel licenses. Are you a small-scale seafood processor? Pick up an application to operate a seafood processing establishment from us and submit it along with essential documents such as land use clearance, building plans, and health certificates. For export and import licenses, gather your purchase receipts, VPHU certificates, customs forms, and other necessary documents. Our Legal and Inspectorate unit is ready to assist you. Traveling with fish? Visit us with your flight itinerary and passport for a fish pass. For posting dried products, bring them in for inspection with a form of identification. Looking for technical assistance in aquaculture? Then reach out to the Sachi-Diasaw Aquaculture Station for expert guidance on your aquaculture projects. We also offer technical assistance on processing plants for products like smoked and salted fish. Contact our Legal and Inspectorate unit for more information. The Guyana Fisheries Department, committed to supporting the fishing community and promoting sustainable practices. For more details, contact us today. Guyana's government is committed to involving youth in agriculture through innovative initiatives like the Agriculture Innovative and Entrepreneurship Program. Launched in 2021, this program introduces youth to climate-smart techniques and high-value crop production. Over 300 shade houses have been constructed, empowering young people to grow crops like carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. In 2023, Guyana expanded hydroponics farming, engaging over 300 youths in cultivating diverse crops from local and regional markets. Promoting agricultural science in secondary schools is also key. Investments in school farms, shade houses, and resources like chickens and aquaponics training enhance agricultural education. Through these initiatives, the government ensures youth are at the forefront of agricultural development. Join us in building a sustainable and prosperous future in agriculture. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture. We begin this week's review by telling you of Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa's engagements on Monday, September 22, the start of our week in review. The first order of business was a meeting with a group of cane farmers from the Quarantine Coast as part of ongoing government engagements to fully utilize lands to increase productivity. Minister Mustafa was accompanied by Minister of Public Service, Government Efficiency and Implementation, the Honorable Zulfikar Ali. The focus of the engagements is some 35,000 acres of prime lands which will be developed to cultivate cane, citrus and coconuts in the Upper Quarantine. The meeting with the cane farmers was a follow-up to an earlier meeting hosted by President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali at Skeldon 2 weeks ago, during which he gave a commitment to work with the various groups, some interested in returning to cane farming and others to the cultivation of citrus and coconuts. Minister Mustafa told the farmers at the Monday meeting that work has already begun on mapping out the area and on conducting soil testing. He said the private sector has also been engaged to construct a juice plant so that citrus being planted there can be extracted and processed into juices.
This meeting that we have here is a meeting to deal with cane farmers and the Upper Quarantine and other farmers. The President would have met with a number of farmers last week at Skeldon, and he instructed myself and other ministers, Minister of Finance and Minister of Public Service and Government Implementation, to meet with these farmers today. And we have met with them. Now we have a number of farmers who indicated that they want to get involved back into cane cultivation. Some of them would have indicated that they will go into coconut and citrus production. We'll be working very closely with them. As a matter of fact, we already started mapping out the area in terms of soil testing. We are working with the private sector to develop the area in terms of building a juice plant up there, a juice factory up there, so that we can have the citrus being extracted, juice being extracted right up there. So generally the entire area there that the presidents talk about, the 35,000 acre, we are looking to develop that area there into various production, but we are looking back to go back into cane. Gaisuku have already started the cultivation of cane up there. Hopefully by the end of November, they could plant. They will be planting around approximately 1,000 hectares, with the eventual target being 5,000 hectares of cane will be cultivated by Gaisuku at Skeldon, and also within farmers coming on stream with approximately between 10 to 12,000 acres. I think that cane cultivation will be restarted at Skeldon once again.
Minister, you mentioned something about infrastructure that's started already there. Can you give us a brief on that?
So we have started, we have awarded that project. The farmers were making representation for a long time there to do the Molson Creek Road, All-Weather Road. We have contract has been awarded to a contractor to start the work there for the construction of our All-Weather Road at the Skeldon at Molson Creek, 18 kilometer. The cost of just over $800 million. I'm hoping that road project can start shortly. That is one of the main projects there, and we'll be doing all the main drainage canals, working with the farmers to develop the drainage canals so they can have better drainage. And other infrastructure work will be done to enhance that area there.
Also on Monday, the Agriculture Minister met with Suriname's First Gentleman, His Excellency Glenn Geerlings, who is the president of the board for the Stichting University of Science and Green Technology International Research for Innovation and Development, to discuss advances made in Guyana's agriculture sector. During the meeting, Minister Mustafa highlighted the tremendous progress Guyana has made over the last 5 years in expanding its agriculture sector. The minister told his guest that Guyana and Suriname have much scope for collaboration, especially in livestock production, an area in which Guyana has been making significant strides.
We have a lot of interest in people setting up dairy plants. We have already set up one in Berbice there, and we have new company coming in all the time to look at it. So that's a summary that we have. Even in the swine industry, we are now building a abattoir and a processing plant for the swine, because we have developed the swine industry so much, because Suriname used to beat us very much badly in the swine development. Now we are catching up, and I think we would have surpassed.
You passed us.
Right, in terms of the breed that we have and the number of quantity that we have had. So all those things we can work together. I assure you that we can work together. We can share experiences. We can build capacity. We can work with your government to help the farmers in Suriname. I know for a fact that Suriname, you used to have a very good agriculture sector too, and we can work with you to help develop it. We can, as I said, share expertise and share experience with you all. Even look at the way we can help some of your students to come at our school.
On Wednesday, Minister Mustafa met with a group of contractors currently executing projects under the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority, NDIA, to review progress and reinforce expectations for performance. During the meeting, Minister Mustafa stressed the importance of completing all projects within the contractual timeframes and in strict adherence to established infrastructural standards. He highlighted that flagship initiatives such as the construction of high-level Hope-like canals in Region 6, 5 and 3 are critical to the country's flood control and agricultural development efforts and must be delivered on schedule. It was also disclosed that tenders for the commencement of works on the Region 3 high-level Hope-like canals will be opened in the coming week. The Agriculture Minister encouraged contractors who are currently executing works on the high-level Hope-like Canal in Region 6 to take advantage of the current favorable weather conditions to advance critical works that are more difficult to execute during the rainy season. Also present at the meeting were the Ministry of Agriculture's Director General, Mr. Daneshwar Deonarine, and the NDIA Chairman, Mr. Lionel Wordsworth. On Wednesday also, Minister Mustafa met with the USDA's Caribbean Basin Agricultural Trade Office team, CIBATO, a delegation that included CIBATO's director, Ms. Catherine Woody, and CIBATO's international trade specialist, Mr. Omar Gonzalez. Discussions focused on Guyana's agricultural development plans and areas of mutual interest for future collaboration. Also present at the meeting were the ministry's Permanent Secretary, Ms. Duan Ellis, and the Director General, Mr. Daneshwar Deonarine. During the discussions, Minister Mustafa highlighted the innovative projects implemented over the last 5 years to strengthen Guyana's agriculture sector, as well as the government's plans to further modernize and expand the industry in line with national and regional food security goals. Both sides expressed an interest in exploring opportunities for partnership to support Guyana's agricultural transformation while strengthening ties between the USDA and the Ministry of Agriculture. Still on ministers' engagements, last Wednesday, engineers of the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority, NDIA, met with the Agriculture Minister. The discussion centered on strategies for ensuring the effective functioning of the agency. At that meeting, Minister Mustafa emphasized that as the primary entity responsible for delivering drainage and irrigation services and other critical infrastructure across the country, NDIA must operate with the highest levels of efficiency. He noted that new systems are being implemented to monitor projects more closely, ensuring that works are executed effectively and deliver maximum benefit to stakeholders. The minister further underscored the importance of community engagement and project planning, stressing that all initiatives must reflect the needs of local residents and farming communities. He also called for greater collaboration with other agencies to improve coordination and outcomes when executing projects nationwide. The Agriculture Minister also tasked the engineers to ensure that, in view of the current dry weather, all infrastructure and machinery are in perfect working order.
You have to look also what we are experiencing now. We are experiencing a mini drought period. We need to develop a plan how, if this continues, how we will satisfy the farmers in terms of irrigation. And also at the end of the year, closer to December, we've got a rainy season, what preparation we are making. Now I want you all to visit and ensure that all the structures are operable. All the pumps are working, all the sluices are in order, so that when time comes, especially in Georgetown, how many pumps we have in Georgetown? 13? 13 pumps, huh? 13. So the two engineers, we all know City Hall problems, right? So I don't say that City Hall gave you this trouble. Let us ensure that all the pumps are operable. When time comes, we can get it functioning.
Also present at the meeting were the Ministry of Agriculture's Director General, Mr. Daneshwar Dionarai, NDIA Chairman, Mr. Lionel Wordsworth, and NDIA CEO, Acting Mr. Timothy Innes. On Thursday, the Agriculture Minister met with staff from the National Agricultural Research and Extension Institute, NARI, the Guyana Livestock Development Authority, GLDA, and the government's Agriculture Innovation and Entrepreneurship Program, AIEP, in a continuing series of meetings to discuss the implementation of programs and policies for the next 5 years. In those meetings, Minister Mustafa stressed that while much was accomplished over the last 5 years, significant work remains to further expand and modernize Guyana's agriculture sector. At NARI, the minister emphasized that the institute remains the backbone of Guyana's agricultural innovation system and that the work of its staff directly impacts productivity, sustainability, and rural livelihoods. He underscored that the success of the sector depends heavily on its scientific leadership and practical solutions.
You know that we are on a drive to diversify our economy. The traditional areas that we are in, we are moving to expand productions in those areas. Expand production, and we have embarked on a lot of new crops. And there you have to be, or you will play an important role. So NARI has very strategic importance for us. NARI is the backbone of Guyana's agricultural innovation system. And that tells us, if I'm saying that NARI is the backbone of Guyana's agricultural innovation system, that tells us the importance of NARI to achieve our objective in the agriculture sector. Your work directly impacts productivity, sustainability, and also livelihood, rural livelihood. People depend on you. You depend on NARI for us to guide them, for us to ensure that we help them to achieve what they set themselves for, especially farmers around the country. Over the years, I think that we will have to ensure also that the investment we have made, we utilize those equipment that we have purchased over the last 5 years to ensure that we bring out new crops, we help farmers to get better yield, and we also enlighten farmers in best practices. Guyana is the only country in the Caribbean that are changing, or that we are changing the face of agriculture, so to speak. Because if you look around the Caribbean, all the countries in CARICOM, they are having a lot of challenges in bringing young people into the agriculture system. Because in those countries, there is a perception that agriculture should be done by middle-aged people who do not have any major academic qualification. We are changing that. You know that we started this program with the Agriculture Innovative Entrepreneurship Program. And we are seeing more young people are coming into that program. We have to continue to expand it. We have advanced it more. We have continued building these shade houses across the country. But at the same time now we go for a step further, where we have built large hydroponics facilities. We already have three different regions, regions 2, 5, and 10, two regions, region 5 and 10, they have started to produce, and in region 2 shortly that will come into operation. But these are major achievements for us. We have seen over the last 5 years in a number of areas, we have expanded production, we have increased production, and a number of new crops we have started in various areas. So you might work here, but you might not feel that you are making a contribution towards those achievements that I just spoke about. But in reality, yes, that is why it's important that you take your work seriously. Come to work here, ensure that you deliver and ensure that you deliver on your commitment.
While engaging staff at the GLDA, Minister Mustafa stressed that the authorities' policies and practices must be firmly grounded in science. He highlighted the need for modernizing and expanding genetics, breeding, animal health, biosecurity, and extension services.
Our service that we are delivering must be expanded and modernized to ensure that our service reaches the farmers out there. That is why the investment that we are making, the investment is being made with the proposal that we would have received when we go out there and reach the farmers. We took those proposals on board and crafted the budget to suit those requests. So right now, the agencies within the Ministry of Agriculture, they are now doing a draft proposal that they will submit to me in the 2026 budget. We will do a lot of skills training, a lot of short courses. We will ensure that we can look at the working condition. The main focus is to grow this sector. And the only way we can grow the sector that the workers also have to be satisfied. You all agree with me? So as your minister, I will ensure that we work towards that. But at the same time, you have to ensure that we work towards achieving the outcome and the goal that we've set ourselves. Right? So both ways we have to work. Both ways we have to work. I want us to work as a big team. Teamwork is important. GLDA must be seen as a team. We have Team GLDA. And when I come here as minister, I want to see Team GLDA. I don't want to see Dr. Waller alone. Y'all agree with me? I want to see all these young ladies must be part of our activities. When I come to an activity, I want to see all the staff. We must have good working relations. I want to see that happen.
As part of the authority's animal health and biosecurity framework, he also reinforced the importance of disease surveillance and vaccination programs, describing them as national priorities. At the AIEP office, Minister Mustafa said that more young people are getting involved in agriculture as a result of the government's policies and investments, which have created access to resources and growth opportunities. He explained that the AIEP, an initiative of His Excellency President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali, is one such program that has become a regional and international model for fostering agricultural innovation and entrepreneurship. Overall, the minister reaffirmed the government's commitment to strengthening the capacity and resources of every agency within the Ministry of Agriculture. He noted that investments are being made in research infrastructure, climate-smart technologies, improved extension services, and staff training and development. He also urged staff to remain committed and connected to the people they serve, as collective effort will be key to executing the government's agricultural mandate. Minister Mustafa was accompanied by a minister within the Ministry of Agriculture, the Honorable Vikash Ramkisoon, and the ministry's Director General, Mr. Daneshwar Dionarai. On Thursday evening, Agriculture Minister Mustafa attended the second night of the annual Heritage Games at the Everest Cricket Club ground, where he interacted with vendors, patrons, and athletes who traveled from various hinterland regions to participate in the event. Minister Mustafa commended the athletes and participants for showcasing their talents and culture, while also taking the opportunity to engage with vendors and patrons who play an important role in supporting the festivities. Also present at the event was Minister of Amerindian Affairs, the Honorable Sarah Brown Shadiq. Also on Thursday evening, Minister Zulfikar Mustafa joined devotees at the Alexander Village, Mandir, for the observance of Sharad Navratri, a sacred Hindu festival dedicated to the worship of the Divine Mother, symbolizing the triumph of good over evil and the renewal of spiritual strength. Addressing the gathering, Minister Mustafa said that at the conclusion of the 9 nights of devotion, self-reflection and the application of the principles taught during the sacred observance should guide daily life. He encouraged devotees to carry forward the values of discipline, devotion, and righteousness beyond the period of worship. The minister also underscored that Guyana remains a nation that upholds religious freedom, where citizens of all faiths are free to worship without fear or hindrance. He reaffirmed that the PPPC administration promotes religious tolerance and harmony, ensuring that all traditions are respected and celebrated as part of the country's diverse cultural fabric. Minister Mustafa extended best wishes to the Hindu community on behalf of the government of Guyana and urged continued unity, peace, and togetherness across the nation.
Farmers, did you know that registering with the Ministry of Agriculture helps shape the future of agriculture in our country? Your registration provides critical data on crop types, farming activities, and regional needs, guiding the development of effective agricultural strategies. Plus, it strengthens market access by ensuring your products meet international standards, opening doors to new opportunities. Register now and be part of the data-driven agricultural revolution. Contact the Ministry of Agriculture Extension Officer in your area and become a registered farmer. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Welcome to the Guyana Fisheries Department, your partner in sustainable fishing and aquaculture development. Whether you're a local fisherman, seafood processor, or an exporter, we're here to help you navigate the waters of the fishing industry. Need to register or license your fishing boat? Simply uplift the registration form from our legal and inspectorate unit. Fill it out and submit it. Remember, only Guyanese can apply for artisanal vessel licenses. Are you a small-scale seafood processor? Pick up an application to operate a seafood processing establishment from us and submit it along with essential documents such as land use clearance, building plans, and health certificates. For export and import licenses, gather your purchase receipts, VPHU certificates, customs forms, and other necessary documents. Our legal and inspectorate unit is ready to assist you. Traveling with fish? Visit us with your flight itinerary and passport for a fish pass. For posting dried products, bring them in for inspection with a form of identification. Looking for technical assistance in aquaculture? Then reach out to the Sachi-Dia-Saw Aquaculture Station for expert guidance on your aquaculture projects. We also offer technical assistance on processing plants for products like smoked and salted fish. Contact our legal and inspectorate unit for more information. The Guyana Fisheries Department, committed to supporting the fishing community and promoting sustainable practices. For more details, contact us today.
Well, that's all the time we have on this week's edition of This Week in Agriculture, a presentation of the Communications Unit, Ministry of Agriculture. You know, October is just around the corner. It's just a matter of days away. We begin celebrating Agriculture Month. Of course, it's a new government, so we will be off to perhaps a late start, but it will get going very quickly. October 1 is on Wednesday, I believe, and so the activities for Agriculture Month will get underway soon after that. So we'll be bringing you up to date on those activities as they occur. We will have the schedule of events posted in the coming week, so you'll be able to familiarize yourself with the schedule once they're posted. So look out. Lots of great things happening for Agriculture Month, and you are, of course, welcome to participate in those events. Until next time, then, I'm Christopher Holder saying so long. See you around.